Today our topic is the best lessons from the meditations of Marcus Aurelius. Marcus Aurelius was a Roman emperor and a Stoic philosopher. His book, Meditations, is a collection of his personal writings and reflections. It was never meant to be published, but it has become one of the most important works in philosophy. In this book, Marcus Aurelius shares his thoughts on how to live a good life, how to face challenges, and how to find peace in a chaotic world. His ideas are simple but powerful, and they can help us deal with the problems we face in our own lives. Let us explore some of the best lessons from his work. The first lesson is about control. Marcus Aurelius teaches us that we cannot control everything that happens to us, but we can control how we react to it. Life is full of surprises, some good and some bad. We cannot change the weather, the actions of other people, or the events that happen around us, but we can control our own thoughts and actions. This is a very important idea because it helps us focus on what we can do, instead of worrying about what we cannot change. For example, if someone is rude to you, you cannot control their behavior, but you can control how you respond. You can choose to stay calm and not let their words upset you. This is a powerful way to live because it gives you peace of mind. The second lesson is about acceptance. Marcus Aurelius tells us to accept the things we cannot change. Life is not always fair, and bad things will happen. But instead of fighting against reality, we should accept it. This does not mean we should give up or stop trying. It means we should stop wasting energy on things we cannot control. For example, if you lose your job, you can accept the situation and focus on finding a new one. Acceptance helps us move forward instead of getting stuck in anger or frustration. It also helps us see the world as it is, not as we wish it to be. The third lesson is about the present moment. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that the past is gone and the future is uncertain. The only time we have is the present. We should not waste our time worrying about what has already happened or what might happen in the future. Instead, we should focus on what we are doing right now. This is a very practical idea because it helps us live more fully. For example, if you're spending time with your family, you should enjoy that moment instead of thinking about work or other problems. The present moment is all we have, and we should make the most of it. The fourth lesson is about virtue. Marcus Aurelius believed that the most important thing in life is to live with virtue. Virtue means being honest, kind, brave, and just. It means doing the right thing, even when it is hard. Marcus Aurelius tells us that we should always try to be the best version of ourselves. This is not always easy, but it is worth it. Living with virtue gives us a sense of purpose and helps us feel good about ourselves. It also makes the world a better place. For example, if you see someone who needs help, you should help them, even if it is inconvenient. This is the right thing to do, and it will make you feel proud of yourself. The fifth lesson is about impermanence. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that everything in life is temporary. The things we have, the people we love, and even our own lives will not last forever. This might sound sad, but it is also a reminder to appreciate what we have while we have it. We should not take things for granted. For example, if you have a good friend, you should cherish that friendship because one day it might end. This idea also helps us deal with loss. When we lose something or someone, we can remember that it was never meant to last forever. This can help us find peace and move on. The sixth lesson is about perspective. Marcus Aurelius tells us that our problems are often smaller than we think. When we face a difficult situation, we should try to see it from a broader perspective. For example, if you are stressed about work, you can remind yourself that there are bigger problems in the world. This does not mean your problems are not important, but it can help you see them in a new light. It can also help you stay calm and find solutions. Perspective is a powerful tool because it helps us keep our problems in proportion. The seventh lesson is about self-discipline. Marcus Aurelius believed that self-discipline is the key to a good life. We should not let our emotions or desires control us. Instead, we should control them. This means making good choices, even when it is hard. For example, if you are trying to eat healthy, you should resist the temptation to eat junk food. Self-discipline helps us achieve our goals and live with integrity. It also gives us a sense of control over our lives. The 8th lesson is about gratitude. Marcus Aurelius tells us to be grateful for what we have. Even when life is hard, there are always things to be thankful for. Gratitude helps us focus on the positive aspects of our lives and makes us happier. For example, if you have a roof over your head and food to eat, you should be grateful for that. Gratitude also helps us deal with difficult situations. When we are grateful, we are less likely to feel sorry for ourselves and more likely to find solutions to our problems. The 9th lesson is about humility. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that we are not the center of the universe. We are just a small part of a much bigger world. This idea helps us stay humble and treat others with respect. It also helps us deal with failure. When we make a mistake, we should not let it destroy our self-esteem. Instead, we should learn from it and move on. Humility is a valuable quality because it helps us grow and improve. The 10th lesson is about death. Marcus Aurelius often thought about death, not in a morbid way, but as a reminder to live well. He believed that thinking about death can help us appreciate life and make the most of our time. It reminds us that our time is limited, and we should not waste it on unimportant things. For example, if you are spending too much time on social media, you might want to think about how you could use that time in a better way. Thinking about death can also help us let go of fear. When we accept that death is a natural part of life, we can live more freely and fully. In conclusion, the teachings of Marcus Aurelius are timeless and practical. They help us deal with the challenges of life and find peace in a chaotic world. By focusing on what we can control, accepting what we cannot change, living in the present moment, and striving to live with virtue, we can live a good and meaningful life. We should also remember that everything is temporary, and we should appreciate what we have while we have it. By practicing self-discipline, gratitude, humility, and perspective, we can improve ourselves and make the world a better place. Finally, by thinking about death, we can learn to live more fully and fearlessly. The lessons from meditations are not just ideas. They are practical tools that we can use every day to live a better life.